What's up guys, welcome to John's Daily Hustle. So today I'm going to do a review of this AgriFab 48-inch pull behind Dethatcher. Now this isn't going to be a how-to build or like an install or assembly video. There's plenty of videos up there on YouTube already on doing that. But I'm going to show you guys just a review of it and some tips and tricks to make it work a lot better. So if you build it, I do recommend doing a few things to make things a lot better and work easier. So my tip number one is actually for the pull arm. So as you guys know that there is, if you have one, there's these little adjustments back here that you actually have to adjust down. You can see that back there. And that's what gives you this height up for the level of your mower to hook into the hitch. And what that'll do is keep these level, make both the back and the front level with the ground. Now the bolts that it comes with to do that are just regular 1-inch size bolts. As you guys can see, I had to put some spacers in there because I have some pretty long bolts and I had to do some kind of rig up job there, so don't make fun of me. But if you guys are like me and running a commercial zero turn or even just a bigger, larger zero turn, you're going to need the longer bolts to make this work. Otherwise it won't be level and only the backs will be dragging, and then that's just not quite efficient enough. So like I showed you, I had a really long bolt that I put through there, but I put these spacers in it to make it work because I knew I needed about 1 inch extra of levelness to make this part level, to where both sets of tines are on the ground. Now my next little pro tip during installation is actually on the handle itself. So when you follow that down and you get down to where it actually mounts to the wheels, you guys see this right here. So I recommend two things. One, you tighten the absolute crap out of this bolt and nut here. I mean, almost to the point where you feel like it's going to break it. Between that, as well as installing a spare carriage bolt and nut through there instead of having just one bolt through there, because what happens is as you're moving and as you sorry for that noise, as you keep lifting this up, what will happen is that will actually spin and it'll cause all kinds of problems, and this will be twisted and then you won't be able to operate it. So just take my word for it, you're going to want to put an extra bolt through there and tighten the crap out of both of them. Otherwise you're going to have a lot of headache during the actual process of using this. The other tip I have for you guys during assembly is it says you want to bend these taps down to make them flush. I actually would recommend you bend them past that. And a tip, if you can wiggle the tine at all, you didn't bend it enough. You really want them bent real good to where you can't bend it, can't move it at all. You guys can say there's very little movement, but you really want no movement at all. What will happen is if you don't have them bent enough, as you guys can see, they will actually pop out during you moving it because it'll actually bend them back. So you really almost want like a U shape. These tabs bent to like a U shape around this part of the tine. Now as far as actually using it, it actually works pretty darn good for what it is and for the price of it. I'll insert a clip here on me actually using it behind my commercial zero turn. You guys can see a big build up here, and I raked a pretty big pile right here into it where it gets it pretty good. Now one thing to note is you will occasionally have to stop if you're doing a bigger size yard and actually clean out, because there actually will become a pretty big thick layer of thatch built up here. You might not have to, but I would recommend doing it just so you're not dragging a big mess with you, and it works a lot better. You know, all in all, it works really well, and like I said, for the price of it, it's pretty good. I think I paid $150 for it or something like that, maybe. I actually bought them off of Amazon. I'll put a link into the description for it. It was cheaper on Amazon than I could find it in any store around me, so I just bought it on Amazon and had it shipped to my... Now to me, it's more cost effective to buy this and use this as opposed to renting one of those Dethatchers from, a rental place somewhere. Because, after 1 or 2 jobs, that's going to pay for itself, and then it's all profit after that. Plus, other than the cleanup job, it's a lot less work than using one of those walk-behind Dethatchers. So click the link in the description and check that out. And I definitely recommend buying it and trying it because it's a pretty awesome piece of equipment. So if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Please give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.